What's happening, everybody? Welcome to the ASAP Afternoon Blitz, Friday, February 10th, 2023. It's the Friday before the Super Bowl, getting close to just a couple of days. Also got a big UFC pay-per-view tomorrow night, so a lot of stuff going on this weekend, like always when it's Super Bowl weekend. But I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Jay McLevin. How's it going, Jay?
It's going good, man. It's going good. I was kind of hoping Micah Parsons might get that Defensive Player of the Year, but it didn't happen. And rightfully so. Nick Bosa had a hell of a good year, so much appreciation to him for all he's done with the 49ers over there. But, man, what a time to be alive, man. Like you said, we got the Super Bowl coming up Sunday. So, man, lots to get ready for, I'll tell you.
Yeah, that's for sure. Get to the right paper here. Well, before we get into the Super Bowl, because I know we'll talk a lot of Super Bowl stuff being Friday before the Super Bowl. Texas and Oklahoma leaving the Big 12 a year earlier than planned. So this next season will be their last season in the Big 12, and then they'll be moving on to the.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I knew they were going to go. I just didn't realize it was going to happen a year early, man. But you know what? Honestly, I'm glad it did because it gives them 1 year, 1 year under you. It'd be 1 more year under Ewers, which will be their first year at the SEC level, and then Archie Manning will slide in. So I think it's going to be good for Archie Manning to see what the SEC looks like up close before he takes over on his. I guess what would be his sophomore year of school. So, and hopefully they'll get another recruiting class in before he takes over. And I think they'll set up Texas nice. I mean, Texas already looks pretty good. I mean, like I said, last year, when Ewers went down, obviously that really hurt Texas dearly. And, Alabama went on to squeeze out. And when I say squeeze out, they squeezed it out. It was like a field goal, I believe it was, that decided that game. So, you can only imagine had Ewers stayed healthy that Texas would have beat Alabama. So I think Texas is ready for the SEC. I think they're going to play fairly good in the SEC. Expect them to be ranked pretty well. And we'll see where they go from there. But, yeah, man, it's looking good for Texas. Oklahoma, I don't know so much about. I haven't watched enough Oklahoma yet to see how they're going to fare in SEC. I don't think they did too well last year in the Big 12. But Texas, I thought, did fairly well.
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting. It came down to money is the reason they're going a year earlier. So instead of going in 2025, they're going 2024. So, like I said, one more season of normal, then it switches. It's going to be interesting. I think Texas, like you said, I think they'll be all right because I think they have the quarterback situation figured out. Oklahoma, their big thing is getting that defense fixed. If you you can score points, but if you can't stop nobody, you're going to be in trouble.
I tell you what, man.
But I will say this: I think in the next season or two, you'll see Oklahoma's defense get better because of the coach they have. That Venables was one of the best defensive coordinators in college football, so I think he'll get that Oklahoma team fixed. I just think it's going to take a season or two, get your recruits in there, and get your players knowing your system. Because, I mean, look what he was able to do with them Clemson defenses.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. Again, I think it's gonna take a little time. He's got to do a little bit more recruiting at Oklahoma. But I do expect Venables to be able to resurrect that Oklahoma D. I tell you what, though, man, going back to Texas real quick, it's going to be interesting because I'm really glad that Texas is going to the SEC because it puts Archie Manning in the SEC. And as you know, both of his extremely famous uncles were both SEC guys at Ole Miss and Tennessee, respectively. So,
even his dad went to Ole Miss. He just finished his football career.
Yeah. So, I mean, his whole family was based out of the SEC. And, they always compare them, right? I mean, you compare Eli with Peyton. Now you're comparing Archie with uncles in terms of their high school records.
And his grandpa. His grandpa played for Ole Miss.
Oh, I'm really surprised he didn't go to Ole Miss. Or I don't know if Ole Miss was recruiting him. I'm sure they probably were looking at him.
I know they were, but I think it was a relationship that the Mannings have with Starkeesian.
Yeah. Well, in either way, man, I mean, he's going to be in the SEC now, so they were able to compare Archie with the uncles in high school. Now they're going to be able to compare him with college SEC now and how he's going to fare against an SEC. So it would have been really weird had he been in the Big 12 and not the SEC when the rest of his family was in the SEC.
And if his dad wouldn't have got hurt, Peyton would have been at Ole Miss instead of Tennessee.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because Peyton was going to go there and throw the ball to his brother, but then when he got hurt, Peyton decided to go to Tennessee instead. Hey, how's it going, Frankie? Hey, did you save me some of that $150 steak? I don't have those kind of connections, man.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I got a good $150 steak right here. I made connections with the mayor. I just got off the phone with him. So, I'm hoping we can tackle down some of these high school athletes that I'm so excited to interview because, some of us here in ASAP, we don't have good connections and we're not likable guys. So, yeah, I had some of that expensive steak. And the mayor did say we will be going golfing this weekend. So I'm excited. I'm ecstatic.
Love it, man.
You gonna play some golf? You gonna play some golf before you watch that Super Bowl game?
Yeah, bro. I gotta get my 18 hole in real quick. I might be tired after the third hole, but I'm gonna work it through and get 18 holes in.
Well, hey, listen. After you get done with that 18 holes, maybe you can make one of those $300 posts.
Oh, definitely, Jay. I got you, bro.
Yeah.
I got the connections, Jay. I got the connections.
Yeah. Because some of us got monthly payments to make to the bank, so we need quite a few $300 posts.
Well, you don't want to give me your monthly dues, man. You give me your monthly dues, I'm gonna end up going to Houston and having me a ball.
Hey, can we just change this show from the afternoon blitz to afternoon undertones?
Listen, I woke up this morning. I said, please, 2-ounce, 3-pound baby Jesus, give me a sign to be an asshole today. And he did. He said, Frankie, you're going to go on the afternoon blitz, and you're just going to go ahead and blitz that mouth off of yours because you deserve every right to.
By the way, Frankie, it's not 3 pounds. It's 6 pounds, 8 ounces, baby Jesus.
Yeah, but I don't
if you're going to quote the movie line,
No,
at least get the weight correct.
See, I don't want that because that's a fat fucking baby. I don't want that. I want a nice little peanut-sized baby.
No. 3 pounds he would not be able to live. That's called premature birth.
Jesus. That's Jesus. He would be able to live.
I like my Jesus 6 pounds. I don't like a little mini Jesus.
Yeah, well, Jay, you know what? You like your sacks 6 pounds also. So.
Hey, did you guys get any papers in the mail saying you're getting sued? Because we were talking pretty bad about Brett Favre. He's suing everybody else.
Man, listen, you know what's funny? I actually thought about that. I was like, if he's suing these dudes for saying it, what's to say he wouldn't catch our show? No, he probably looks at Shannon Sharp like, yeah, he's got money. He can pay what I'm trying to do. He comes after us. He might well just, chalk it up. None of us got that kind of cash.
Hell, we might have said worse shit than what Sharp or McAfee even said.
Man, listen, we were killing it the other day, boy. We were killing it. So, yeah, hey, look, I'm going to tell you right now, if anybody tries to come after me, man, hey, look, I got $2.75. I guess that'll be a down payment. What a time to be alive, man. No, but yeah, man, hey, it is what it is at the end of the day, I'll tell you. It is what it is.
Oh, man. He's
I just bit into this $150 steak and I feel rich.
Did you see that the Nets Thomas was fined $40,000 over an anti-gay slur remark? That got a little juicy.
I didn't see that one.
Cam Thomas was fined $40,000 for an anti-gay remark during an interview. Now, I don't know about you, but that seems awfully light. Typically speaking, when somebody makes an anti-gay remark, it's a lot more than just a $40,000 fine. I'm just saying. That's a little light to me. Usually it should be 6 figures, when any kind of major athlete, I guess, does that. But I guess Cam Thomas is a minor athletes, so they don't.
Well,
It's probably not that like huge. Like it's a huge deal, but it's like not that huge. You know, it's not like he came out and pointed someone out or even said, you know, like those type of words like gay or anything like that. He probably was keeping it like professional, but they knew what he was meaning. So that's probably why, like, all right, we're gonna fine you, but not fine you this much because you know you're a little professional about it, but we know the remarks you're trying to make.
Says
I was gonna say,
says Thomas was interviewed by TNT on the court alongside new teammate Spencer Dinwiddie following the Nets 116-105 victory. By the way, that was over the Bulls.
That's a knee slapper. That's a knee slapper, man. The Bulls getting they got DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and you lose to the Brooklyn Nets, who just got an entire new system. Oh man, Jay, that was a good one, man. That was a good one.
I'm just saying. And it says 2 days earlier, Dinwiddie had joked with the media in the wake of Kyrie Irving trade with the Dallas Mavs. And while the Nets may not have acquired the most talented players in the deal, which included Dorian Finney-Smith going to Brooklyn, they did get the best looking, and the Nets needed some help in that department, did we? I don't know. I don't know where the gay slayer. I don't know. I don't. Oh, I guess. Oh, that's. Oh, okay. So asked by TNT about Dinwiddie's comment about good-looking guys, Thomas said post-game Thursday night, we already had good-looking guys. No homo.
Yeah, that's why.
and that's what is called 40. He got fined 40,000 for that.
Hey, listen, people get fined more for less. People get fined more for less.
Come on.
No, it's hey, look. I don't think it should be fined. No, I don't think he should be fined.
40,000 too much. Is what I'm saying. I think 40 was too much.
Listen. When you're making millions of dollars, it ain't too much. When you're making $49,260, $49,000 is
we're getting way too soft as a society. If
of course we're way too soft as a society. Of course,
way too soft if that is causing a $40,000 fine.
When did you realize we were becoming too soft?
Oh, a few years ago.
Man, hey, listen, I've been saying, man, that, hey, listen, after Generation X, everything else was Charmin toilet paper, man. That nice 4-ply. You know, back in Generation X days, we were 1-ply sandpaper, toilet paper, and we didn't cry about it, okay?
Wait, what? You just say you wiped your ass with sandpaper?
Well, 1-ply toilet paper, if you've ever used 1-ply toilet paper, it feels like sandpaper. I'm just saying.
Well, that's what you be selling in Houston? Some toilet paper that feel like sandpaper?
No, actually, the 1-ply toilet paper came when I was in the military days, but that's neither here nor there.
Damn, that sucks, bro. You're serving our country and they're giving you sandpaper toilet papers? That's insane.
Hey, listen, you're lucky they even gave you toilet paper. Sometimes when you went to the Porta-John and you had to take a massive poo-poo and you went in there and you opened it up and there was no toilet paper.
Jay's upset because prison people get better toilet paper than he did overseas.
You learn to live with it. You know that's why we're real men. You know, because real men we adapt and overcome. This new millennial stuff. They don't know how to adapt. And overcome.
Jay, I'm so proud of you. You keep that momentum up. You keep that spirit up. That's right. I love it.
Frankie, I've had that spirit for 30 years, man. Probably before you were born.
And that's why you're having.
Listen, I remember back in the day when you're out in the field and there is no Porta-John or you're in a combat environment, hey, you learn how to take your little e-tool and dig that little hole and take a poo in the ground and cover it up.
And you know what? That's why Jay's using baby wipes today.
Hey, listen, man. I tell you, those baby wipes came in handy. I'll be honest with you. Those baby wipes came in handy. What a time to be alive. But yeah, man, that's crazy. I don't know, man. It is what it is. But I tell you what, it didn't take him long to get acclimated to his new team, right? First day on the job, and you're already getting your boy fined. Not a bad way to do.
Wait, Jay.
Hey, Joseph Michael, you beautiful asshole. Good morning.
Is your name still Poor Jay?
Yeah,
Man, you know what? I liked it so much. I said, you know what? My life is Poor Jay's. That's what we do. If you're doing a number 2, real men will find something to use, not walk out and air dry. Man, listen, hey, man. Sometimes a good leaf is a good leaf.
oh God.
Just hey, whatever
Yeah,
you do there,
I'll
I
take-
have learned don't use juniper leaves to wipe your butt.
He said, "Hey, a good leaf is a good leaf until you find that one that's freaking dried up and it cracks in your asshole." Just
Yeah.
saying.
Hey, speaking of that, no, one time I went on.
Wait,
Hey,
you're
listen,
gonna
one time I
hold
went
it in-
on hey, watch this. One time I went on an edible tour, an edible walking tour. They said that everything they point out you can eat. I said, oh, really? So this lady pointed to a juniper branch and said, look at the juniper branch. And the wife was right behind me. Man, I grabbed some of that juniper. I ate some of that juniper. She's like, you can't eat that. I said, well, the lady said it's an edible walking tour. So I ate a bunch of edible. Well, I tell you what, she was right. I should have never ate that.
Hey.
It was okay going down, but man, coming out, oh Lord.
A leaf is a leaf until you grab one of them poison ivy leaves, Jay.
Man, I tell you, yeah, you got a poison ivy leaf. It's going to be a long day in the world. Long day in the listen. That's the last place you want to put a poison ivy leaf. I'll be honest with you.
Bringing back memories, isn't it, Jay? It's bringing back memories.
Well, I'll tell you what.
God damn you,
long and
Gonzo.
hard, man. Hey, yeah, you know what? And one time I took a poo along the side of the vehicle, and then they tried to move the vehicle while I was still taking a poo. I'm like, come on. But hey, do you want to know the craziest thing though, Frankie? Hey, look, this is the craziest thing I will tell you right now. This is the craziest thing, and I'll try to keep it as clean as possible. On a striker, they're designed to go into like chemically filled environments, so you have to seal up the whole truck. That means you can't come out, you can't do nothing. And so, well, you may ask me, hey, hold on, hey, if you're inside of a vehicle and you can't come out for like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks at a time, how do you go to the bathroom? Good question. I'm glad you asked. There is like a little stool that has a hole cut out and a little bag that it goes into. You ever took a shit next to somebody's head and then it said, excuse me, I didn't mean to fart?
What the
son of a
Oh
yeah,
my
man,
God.
it happens. Look, there is nowhere to go. There's nowhere to hide. There's a guy in front of you and a guy behind you, and you got the little toilet thing right there in between the two dudes, and you just got to handle your business. And everybody does it. I mean, this is how this is how combat
everybody
is.
doesn't do it.
This is how combat is. I'm just saying, this is how we do. This is how they do.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, man, it's probably gonna make it real hard to throw piss bottles at people. Hey, Joseph knows what I'm talking about. Joseph, it sounds like you've been in the striker before. Okay, that's what's up, man. Good times, man. He knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, man. Woo, Frankie, you don't know what life looks like, man. Until you've been in that, until you've had that lifestyle cast upon you.
I don't want that lifestyle.
Well, somebody, look. Somebody got to do the lifestyle, man. That's how you enjoy being free to say what you want to say. Because people out there, they do that for you. That's what they do. Oh, Rob Scott.
What's up, Rob?
Speaking of piss bottles.
What's happening?
Rob Scott, you sexy looking motherfucker.
Frankie, what's good, my boy?
Yo, I just got back from calling the mayor. We've been planning on going on a lunch date, looking for them $450 steak dinners and shit. We might go. We definitely got connected to play some golf. So I'm ready to hit that 18 hole. And I'm looking to talk to some high school athletes, because I got that connection.
Yes, sir. You got issues, really do.
Oh, bro, it's Friday.
Oh.
Frankie C's on here. Motherfucker yesterday brought out the Frankie the Yankee, and then it's not even baseball season yet.
Yeah, you know what? I like Frankie the Yankee because Foxborough Frankie, he's a real pussy. But Frankie the Yankee, he all right. He okay.
Yeah.
Frankie the Yankee, he all right.
Yeah,
But
Jay
Foxborough
McLovin personally is just a straight big pussy. Like one of those big ones that you look at and you just want to run away from. And you don't even want to say the name of that female.
Hey, that's true, man. But you know what? When I'm running with the $150 steak, baby.
Straight up with that mayor's contact on my info, baby.
Oh man. Okay. Lots of undertones today.
Yeah,
Hey,
we gotta stop. We gotta get tired.
AD rebuffs the talk that he ignored LeBron's record shot. Oh, AD was so pissed, wasn't he? Oh, he was not a happy camper. He did not like the spotlight all being thrust upon LeBron.
I don't think that's what AD was mad about. It was probably something else. I mean, AD obviously knew that this was going to happen this year. So, like, and he's good friends with LeBron James. They share the same agent. So I'm pretty sure, he happy for LeBron. Something else must have got him pissed off.
I heard people last night saying that
There you go.
he was pissed off.
He said him sitting down was all about the struggles that the team was going through.
They said he was pissed off at Russell Westbrook.
Everybody was pissed off at Russ.
Him and Cam having that argument on the sideline and stuff.
Well, and that whole Russell Westbrook, according to Ham, was that he felt like he was lingering coming off the court rather than just coming straight off the court. So take that as you will.
He got the new KD. I
That
see
shit is
Chris.
mad ugly. That shit is mad ugly.
Chris say that's who's gonna win the ship.
Fuck that shit. Can we change it? Can we change that? You know what? Let's just remove him. I don't want to see that shit.
They said AD was mad because he was off the court. Like he wanted to be in play as this happened. So he was just mad that he was on the bench at that time. That's all.
I had to Chris, I had to take you out, bro. I couldn't see that fucking logo. That shit was disgusting. It made me
That's your new logo,
it actually
Chris?
almost,
I always know how that got as my logo.
It actually almost made me shit myself. That's how disgusting it was.
Hey, that's your new NBA champions. Not.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey,
no.
Hey,
look, according to all these Suns players, they already got themselves going to the ship. And
boy, it's still dub, Nate. I'm so happy that this is happening. So y'all can see my true loyalty to Steph. We always and forever will be screaming as long as Steph is a Warrior. Dub Nation. And I want the Phoenix Suns in the Western Conference Finals so Steph can beat them, boy. I'm riding with you, Steph. We got Gary Payton back, my boy. We here, baby. Let's go.
I understand why you're so excited, but let's be realistic here. The Phoenix Suns are not going to make it to the Western Conference Finals.
Hey, but just so I understand, though, hey, if Curry ever left Dub Nation and went to the Chicago Bulls,
that'll be
you would no longer care about Dub Nation.
I would not care. They coming to my home team. I'm a Dub Nation fan because of Steph. It's not because I like the Warriors. It's because Steph is my favorite player.
Anthony Price said, "Rob a Warriors fan, but wearing a Bulls cap."
I won't. If Steph come to the Bulls, that's gonna be like 2 for 2. That's gonna just make my dreams come true. Because you know what? Through all of these trades, I said, why the hell is Chicago name not popping up? Why y'all not getting rid of people? Get rid of Levine. Oh my God!
Like you said, he's not a Bulls fan no more.
Wait, yeah. Where did Levine go to?
Nowhere.
He's still in Chicago.
I thought Levine was on the move.
The Bulls were 1 out of 2 teams total that didn't make a trade in the entire trade deadline. 28 NBA teams made a trade except for the Bulls and another team, which I don't know who that other team was.
AP, everybody know already. This is nothing new. I'm a Chicago Bulls fan, but I'm also a Steph Curry fan. Nobody. It's nothing.
He threw Freddie out there. That's one notch even worse than that. No. What you're talking about, that ain't nothing, man. When you would put Freddie in there, that's like 10 times worse.
Yeah, I don't care.
Nah, trust me, Rob Scott literally don't care. He knows, like, I would have been getting on that ass, but I've been getting on his ass since last year, and I just stopped. There's no point in getting to him. There's no point in getting to his head. It's just honestly, it's like, it's literally like just paying your dues. There's no point.
No, but you know what? Hey, look, Matt Ishbia comes into the Suns. He said that when he takes over the Suns, he's coming in hot. He's making aggressive moves.
Yeah.
They're doing this, that, and the other. He wasn't lying. Now, sometimes
that was a great
trade you make aren't always the best.
What you say,
I think he gave up way too much. Way too much.
You traded for a guy that hasn't even been playing.
Yeah. How you give up 4 draft picks for a guy that's 34, hasn't really played much, and you're giving your whole future away?
Kevin freaking Durant, and I would have did the same thing.
You would have gave up 4 draft picks.
Easy.
Shut up, Jay.
I'm sorry.
You guys got John Wall back.
I'm sorry.
For it.
I get that a lot of people don't like Kevin Durant. I'm not the biggest Kevin Durant.
It's not about being like Kevin Durant.
But me taking away how I feel about KD and just looking at it from a pure basketball analytics thing. Kevin Durant is it, bro. He's a 7-foot monster. He can shoot from the 3. He can shoot a jumper. He can post up. He can finish at the rim. Yeah, I mean, you add that to a Chris Paul and a Devin Booker, hell yeah, I'm making that move, bro. Hell yeah.
If he can stay healthy, it's just
if he stays healthy, it's Kevin freaking Durant, bro.
Okay, but the key word is number one, you gave up a lot for the word if. Number one. Number 2, if they don't win a championship, you've mortgaged your future. That's a whole lot.
Hey, guess what? If was a 5th, we'll all be drunk. That's all I'm saying. They hoping they got the 5th.
So you say what the Rock is down. Can you dig it?
oh, son of a bitch.
They hoping they got the 5th. That's all.
They don't got the 5th. They don't even have a 1. They don't even have a 0.5 out of this motherfucker Kevin Durant. I'm sorry.
What you say, Frankie? They don't even got a pint.
They don't even got exactly. They don't got that shit with Kevin Durant. Just straight up saying it right now. I wouldn't be surprised he step on that court and literally he snaps his Achilles.
But let me say this. If Kevin Durant, because we all know that Frankie loves Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
If Kevin Durant came to the Lakers,
I already said this many times. I'm not watching the game. I already said this many times. I would not. I swear to God.
But secretly, he's got his transistor radio in the closet.
I put this. You're
insane.
insane. For one, it's 2023. I don't use a radio. Okay. 2, you're insane. I put it on all 4 of my daughters. If Kevin Durant was to come to the Lakers, I am not watching a single game. I wouldn't even be a Laker fan until he leaves the Lakers. Straight up.
Your hate for Kevin Durant is strong.
I would not follow my Lakers until Kevin Durant leaves.
Damn.
Straight up.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm calling massive bullshit.
You can call it what it is.
I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. Now, Frankie will never admit it, but we all know that fucker's in the damn closet watching that shit.
For one, Jay.
Hey, listen, and when they win the ship with KD, he'll be the first one in the damn street climbing the ladder.
Hell no, because we would never win a chip with KD. KD can't bring teams a chip. KD cannot bring teams a chip.
Speaking of the Lakers,
cannot bring chips. Let me say this one fucking time. He cannot bring teams a championship. He had to go to Golden State just so he can get a ring. He cannot do it. With the Brooklyn Nets, he had a big 3. They only got 1 fucking playoff series wins.
But that was a lot more than just KD, though. That wasn't all KD. That was a lot Irving.
KD, Jay? That wasn't all KD. Motherfucking Kyrie Irving couldn't play a whole season, so KD had to do something. That wasn't
Jason
KD.
Tatum locked him up. He locked him up. He locked him up. That's all I'm saying. Jason Tatum locked him up.
With that shit.
Oh, for real?
You're not watch. And I'm saying it right now. KD's not gonna help Chris Paul win a ring.
That's
bro, you're not getting a ring with KD on your team. It's that simple.
I'm going to Indy.
That's the rumors that's been going around that next year's Royal Rumble is going to be in Indianapolis.
I swear to God, I'll be there in Indy.
Oh
I'll see you out there, Chris.
I'll be there.
I swear to God, man.
I will see
they
you
always,
there. Next
they
door
always
to
got to
me.
go to these revenues because these revenues can't get freaking money out of their fan base for their sports team. So they got to get money some way from wrestling. Like, it's so stupid. It's so dumb.
WWE today, Lord Jesus.
Well, they did get a Super Bowl. It's not like they haven't gotten a Super Bowl.
Who got a Super Bowl?
The Colts.
We've had a Super Bowl in Indianapolis.
When was that?
We hosted one.
Exactly. All you guys are thinking real hard right now. Exactly. You see that? You see
that?
That's why the
Giants the second
That's
time.
why the Bears moving to Arlington because they need. And don't nobody want to come to the Super Bowl in no damn Soldier Field.
That's true, though. That's
Soldier
true.
Field is so basic. This is coming from a Chicago fan. It's not like Jerry World. It's not like SoFi Stadium. It's not like the Las Vegas Raiders Stadium. Like Soldier Field is like now. Don't get me wrong. It's historical. Like everybody knows Soldier Field, especially with the view right out the lake and the view of downtown. But
historically stupid.
But it's dumb. I agree. It's cold as hell. You right off the lake, so it's even colder. Like, you know.
But I did see that they're probably going to Arlington, but it's just because that the Soldier Field is going to be getting redone. It's going to be turning into a dome stadium there. I've seen the layouts and everything like that. I don't know when it's going to be done. I think it's the
layouts you probably seen is the Arlington Stadium.
No. It was on Chicago land. Like they showed.
What, you mean like a retractable roof or a full dome?
It's like a
it's like a full. It's gonna be a full. It's gonna be a full dome, which is more smart because Chicago. No, that's smart in Chicago. You know how cold it is for those.
It's not even really about the dome. It's just about the stadium. A lot of people go to these stadiums and never step foot on the actual field. They just kicking it in the stadium. There's nowhere to kick it at Soldier Field. Like you even look at the Miami's stadium. When the Miami Heat was popular, look how empty that stadium would look. It's not that people not there. They just actually kicking it in the stadium. Like I heard they had a club in that stadium. Like it was a lot going on in the stadium where I don't have to go sit and watch the game at the actual court. I can just chill at the stadium and kick it. You know what I mean? It's not like that at Chicago.
And you know what? I'm glad you said that because in the layout when I seen it, it's gonna be so big. They're gonna have like a bar in there where with the TVs and stuff where you can just sit down and chill.
Right.
It's gonna be everything where you can just sit there and relax. There's even like a little dining area where people can just drink coffee and have their.
This is where? Oh, this is at the new Soldier Field when they rebuild it, or
they're gonna rebuild. I don't know when it's gonna start, but that's gonna be what the new stadium in Soldier Field is gonna look like.
I just hate that they leaving like you don't understand. Soldier Field in downtown Chicago, like right there. Like you can see the sky. Like, bro, it's so beautiful. And then if you're a tourist coming in, you want to go catch a Bears game, you leave, you right there at everything. Right. You can get to the train.
Let's be real.
In the loop, like everything.
Me and Jay probably had the quick mind the thought of like let's be real. If we're a tourist, I don't think nobody's gonna want to visit Soldier Field. Just saying that right now.
Right now, you wouldn't. I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. I would never.
Like you might want to just go see it because from the outside it looked beautiful because it got like the football shape. Like it looked beautiful from the outside, but it's nothing like there's nothing to be like woo. You know what I mean? Shit. If you look at the United Center here, the hood right there.
Oh,
like
wow.
Literally. You can walk out of United Center, make 2 wrong lefts round the wrong block, and you in the land, my boy.
So you're saying if I was a young urban white fella, I might find it kind of weird.
Hey, Jay, let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you something about black people, okay?
Miami got to pull too.
We're not going to say nothing to you. You good to walk in the hood. We might be like, who is that white boy? Ain't nobody gonna bother you, Jay. We not that type of people. We'll go fuck with each other. Now, if I see another black dude, I'm like, hey, boy, where you from? We not gonna mess with you. You ain't from nowhere. You ain't in none of this beef out here.
Hey, that kind of pisses me off.
I'm just being real though, bro. That's one of the black. Hey, that's one of the things that black people problems. We be like, well, we won't say nothing to no white boy, but let us not. If we get caught in your hood, we in trouble. Yeah, hey boy, I don't think you belong around here.
Hey, listen at Rob like, yo, he from Compton.
No, it's true though. Hey, listen, I told you the story, Rob. Me and my boy, who was African American, came home one day. Listen, I was a much younger Jay at the time. I was probably maybe 21, 22, full dress blues. My boy's in full dress blues. He was in Louisiana. I was in Houston. I said, look, we're going to go to my house. We're going to spend a week at my house. We're going to do it up in Houston. And then we're going to go take a drive. We're going to go to Shreveport, and we're going to go do your side of the neck of the woods for a week. Bro, stop it. Shut up. Stop. Hold on. Hey, we were having a good time, man. Hey, we hooked up in Houston. Anyway, long story short, as you go down I-10, you go before you get into Louisiana. There's a town called Vidor. Now I'm telling you right now. Look, I had to get gas. So I pulled off. I'm getting gas. I said, look, man, you pump the gas. I'm gonna go pay for it. He's like, all right, bet. So hey, and again, we're on full dress blues, man. I'm telling you. Hey, he pumping the gas. I go up in there. I said, hey, I need to get 20 on the truck. He's like, boy, you ain't from around here, are you? I said, well, no, sir, I'm from Houston. He said, well, you and your little, he said the N-word, y'all need to get up on out of here before we shoot you, bro. I said, what you talking about?
Oh, boy, y'all real, boy.
No, seriously. Hey, listen.
And that's Jay's problem. That's Jay's problem. He's like, what? He wants to answer right back. Like, what you talking about? Bro, somebody said, I'm going to shoot you. You get in that truck and you leave.
No, but I think he was an older guy. I said, listen, I don't understand. What are you talking? He's like, man, because he's black and you're with him, and that makes you black by association.
Makes you a
Jay's that type of person.
I said, all right. Hey, watch this. I walked back out to the truck. I said, listen, man, we got to get
walked.
Look, man, I don't run for shit. I don't even
want to run. Bullets ain't got no name, boy.
Hey, listen. No, but really though, hey, it was a 4-corner intersection, and then people had stopped to look at it because I don't think they've seen too many black folk come up in there. And I said, hey, listen, man, we got to get out of here. Apparently, you're black, and I'm black by association. I think they called me Jamal. And we got to get up out of here.
He's bringing back Jamal.
Hey, what's wrong with you?
I said, listen, you about to be swinging from a tree, and I'm about to be swinging right there next to you. Because they're going to kill you because you're black, and they're going to kill me because I'm black by association.
Hey,
we got into the truck very, very nonchalantly. We got out of there real quick. And I've never been back to Vidor. I've never gone back. But I will tell you, yeah, it's rough out there in the world. I'm just saying, a little rough out there. One of these days, I'll tell you about the time when Jason got caught in the Gulfton ghetto in downtown Houston area, which is an all El Salvadorian neighborhood, and he'll tell you about that experience because that one was really interesting.
Hey, I agree, Pops. We got to put his new name as Poor Jamal.
Hey, he's been Jamal. He's been Jamal since last year.
That's Poor Jamal. Oh my God! He talking about some. Apparently, you're black and I'm black by association. Somebody called me Jamal.
Hey,
you got issues, dude.
I think you guys were taking too long with that conversation. I've been having that conversation as I'm driving. Get the hell out of here.
Once I heard somebody getting shot, I'm gone.
Hey, let me tell you that. So one day, me and my boy, now he's Hispanic, right? That is a little bit older, Jay.
Oh, shit. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, hold on. And he had a little Hispanic girlfriend. Well, we're in his car. We're going to go drop the girlfriend off. And she lived in the hood. Like I said, she lived in Gulf. Dude, you know it's bad when they call it Gulfton Ghetto. But anyway, we drop her off at her house. We're getting ready to get back up on the freeway. And we get to the corner of Equipment and Fulton, which is in the downtown part of that area. And he realizes he had no gas. He had to stop for gas. I said, why you stop? He said, well, I got to get gas. We won't make it home. Bruh, he pulled up in there, and we had really run out of gas. Like, he had no more gas. And there's gangs on all 4 sides of this damn convenience store. And they got bats, chains, they got all kinds of shit. And I'm like, hey.
You got on a war?
I said, hey, Ronald, I don't think we should get out of the car. I know I shouldn't get out of the car. You're more skin complected than I am. You might be, I can't get out of this car. I said, bad things about to happen. Sure enough, they started walking towards it. I said, Dad, hey, Ronald done run out of gas. Well, where you at? Corner Equipment and Fulton. Well, just stay alive. Keep your head down. I said, well, can he come get us? He's like, come get you. Hell no.
There's something wrong with you. He's talking about stay alive. Keep your head down.
No, but he did. Hey, now this is where it gets kind of. So my dad, my dad comes and gets us. He pulls up right next to the car, opens up the car door, and says, "Get in, boys." Now me and Ronald, we duck into this thing quick, and we're going down the street at a slow pace, and Ronald decides to turn on the dome light. and my dad backhands Ron, turns off the dome light, and there's a look, you dumb son of a bitch. We're two white people engulfed in ghetto. Are you trying to get us? Oh, but did I tell you, while we're driving and they saw that we were two white people, they were throwing Coke cans at my dad's car.
What was this, the 70s?
1993.
Yeah, nobody. I'm telling you, nobody.
1993. Where was this at?
Yeah, I had to be in Kentucky.
On the downtown. Well, just on the outskirts of the downtown perimeter. Where all the,
Of where?
Where? Texas?
Oh, Houston. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I knew it had to be somewhere down south.
Oh, yeah. No,
don't happen up north.
That was Houston. Hey, people don't understand. You know, I see Chicago being a rough spot, or Detroit, or
white
whatever.
People be somebody's coolest friend. You don't know how many white Mikes, white Chris's, white.
No, bro,
and that be your nickname too. Like that's Big Chris, that's Little Chris, that's Fat Chris, that's White Chris. That's I'm telling you, everybody got nicknames.
Because they're all fucking Chris's, freaking Rob. Like, how they like your name is so many Chris's, of course.
Hey, that's how it is. I'm saying though, you know how like the mafia be, like it'd be like a bunch of bunch of Tonys. That's Little Tony. That's Fat Tony. That's two-time Tony. That's
two-time Tony.
They be like, that's scamming Tony right there. You better watch your credit card around him. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, I will say this though. God. To get back on sports, I don't think Dallas is gonna do anything in the playoffs, but I am interested to see how Luka plays with Kyrie. Because that was a nice debut from Kyrie.
Is Luka playing?
He didn't play that debut with Kyrie, right?
I know. That's what I'm saying. I can't wait to see them on the court.
No, I'm asking, like, is he hurt?
Luka was. I think he's maybe a little bit of hurt, probably more rest.
I think it was a little bit of an ankle sprain, but not like real bad. He's been day to day.
Damn, bro, you gotta get that time off. They got the win though. Carrying that team.
Hey, but they got the win though. Over the Clippers with Kawhi and Paul George on.
Because Kyrie was there.
Yeah. Kyrie did pretty good. What do you have, like 25 points? 25?
Yeah.
I think he had 25, 5, and 5.
13 at the half.
I think he had 25, 5, and 5.
Your dad.
I don't care. I'm ready.
Oh, hey, he did. I was with them.
I'm ready to see Mo Bamba.
I don't know, man. How you think that's going to work out there in LA, man? We were in Gonzo. I think we're talking about that the other night. I think it was me and Gonzo, but we were talking about what this new look Lakers was going to look like. And I was just, my expectations, man, is you guys got you got two good players, obviously, in AD and King James when they're healthy and on the court. But the rest of that team, man, is just a bunch of what ifs. D'Angelo,
They actually played the Lakers. The Lakers played good last night against Milwaukee. We did get the loss, but they actually played good. It wasn't like a blowout to where Milwaukee would have won by 30. The Lakers had a lead for about two for the second quarter and the third quarter, but towards the end of the third quarter, that's when Milwaukee started stepping it up and turning it around. I expected a loss. We didn't have LeBron James playing, but
even when you did have LeBron James, you lost to OKC. When he broke the record, he still lost.
Yeah, this is a completely different roster, though.
Exactly.
Like you added
know what they say though. Hey, Rob, you know what they say? Different roster, but same result.
Like I heard a unique stat. So they said Malik Beasley has made the third most threes, like last season or something like that, behind Steph Curry, and I forgot the second person.
And how do you say, and Jay? How do you call D'Angelo Russell out and then just go, I mean, have you not been seeing him see him ball lately?
Yeah, especially now you putting him behind LeBron.
No, I did not watch him out there a lot in Minnesota. I just remember his heyday when he was with LA the first go around.
You putting Russell behind LeBron. You add Malik Beasley, a 3-and-D guy. You add somebody like Mo Bamba, somebody that you take a lot of pressure off Mo Bamba playing with a player like LeBron, because now the attention is not on him. Now he can flourish. You got to watch out for AD. I know. And now AD actually got a valuable backup. Not to say Thomas Bryant wasn't good, but Vanderbilt and Bryant, you can call them the same player.
I'm really excited for this new look.
I think the Lakers could get back into playoff contention real quick, real fast.
We're not that far away. We're really not that far. We're about
you just gotta hope AD stays
healthy. The sad thing is, even if you got into playoff contention, man, do you honestly think these dudes are going to do something in the playoffs? And I know you can't possibly think they're going to do something in the playoffs.
We already know Rob Stotts said that Golden State is going to second round, and once they in the second round, you never know. I mean, you still got LeBron James.
Not only that. Did we really think that the Phoenix Suns was going to lose to the Dallas Mavericks last year? I mean, me and Jay obviously did, but like, did everybody expect around the world that the Phoenix Suns, a team that just came out of the finals, get eliminated early in the second round to the Dallas Mavericks?
I did.
Well, yeah, you did. You were on the Luka train. No, you were. Nah, you were riding on that Luka train hard until they came up and had to play Golden State. Then
I knew what was going to happen.
At the end of the day, I'm going to go on ahead, just put it out there, man. Y'all can put money on this, man. Lakers are not going to win the finals. And
nobody said that.
It's going to be another statistical year for LA. It just is. And they're going to go back and retool, but they don't really have a whole lot to retool with in terms of.
That's what everybody not talking about. Gary Payton is back, baby. The defense is back, baby.
But no. Me and Gonzo talked about it the other night when we said Gary Payton the second was back.
He back.
Jay, but nobody said that the Lakers are going to win the NBA Finals this year. Nobody said that.
Why do we care if they make the play-in or not? If you're not going to win it, who gives a damn?
Because it shows a lot of difference on how, like,
well, y'all should tell Randy that about Ja, because he dies on this Ja Morant train. And
bro,
I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry. You're gonna like a player who's never gonna win a ring ever.
Bro, there's too much distractions in Memphis for them to do anything. They have too many distractions.
Team Morant what you want about D-Rose, but guess what? You're gonna be sitting on that hill,
bro. You know what I'm saying? and the thing about it is Team Morant is just too much of a distraction to that team. I don't know what Ja's got to tell his dad, but it's like, yo, Dad, chill the fuck out, man. You're killing me over here.
His dad be lit at them games.
Bro. And then Ja's not helping his case out, riding SUVs, pointing red. Come on, man. Look, this dude ain't gonna win no damn championship.
When I heard that, Jay, I was truly disappointed. It's one thing for people to embrace the hood culture or whatever. Yeah, I get it. It's alluring. It's just like people embracing the Italian culture with the American mafia. It's alluring. You're like, man, to have that power, to have that pull. But dude, Ja, they're doing that to get what you got legally. You're making millions of dollars legally by dribbling the basketball, and you sitting in an SUV pointing a red beam at somebody, whether or not that's a gun. You implied that it was a gun. Because guess what? You do that to the wrong person, they take that as a threat. They shoot that SUV up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, seriously. Hey, listen, if there's a dot on your chest, yeah, you're gonna be a little paranoid about. I mean, come on.
Yeah, so
I mean, really, what was their intent? I mean, think about it. What was their intent putting a red beam on somebody's chest?
You don't joke.
Obviously, it wasn't a good intent.
It's certain things you don't joke about. It's just certain things you don't joke about. It's certain things you don't say. It's certain lines that you don't cross, and that was a line that he crossed. And honestly, the NBA, I don't know. I haven't, I've been working hard, so I haven't been able to keep up. But there should be some type of disciplinary action for that.
Listen, all I know is young Frankie C in training to be a huge asshole. I've done that many times. I got a laser little thingy, back in the city in Brooklyn, and I was pointing them shits down on my window, scaring people. I ain't give a damn.
But what did you say? Young Frankie, old Frankie. Frankie realizes I got my wife and my kids in this house, and I can't play like that.
Old Frankie get those. He'll go get one of those lasers that reach to the moon. I'm that type of.
But you know what? But you get what I'm saying though. Like I do. I had the laser pointers, and we used to point.
But the whole point of it is, how are they going to win a championship when they're out there doing all this stupid shit? Honestly, how is Ja Morant going to be taken seriously? When he's doing stuff like this, you know what I mean?
He's going to have to.
It starts off right now as a red dot, but what's it going to be later on down the road?
Yeah, he's going to have to mature. He's going to have to mature fast.
Come on, man.
Unfortunately, when you looked at as the leader of an organization, you looked at the leader of this squad, you're gonna have to act like a leader. And they're just like a young man who loses his father at an early age. Unfortunately, you become the man of the family, and you have to mature real quick. And right now, Ja Morant is not acting like the man of the family.
I don't even think Ja Morant is a leader of that team, to be honest with you. I don't think they have a leader.
And that's the problem.
Ja Morant himself is a little mini hothead.
Yeah,
when he sees somebody talking shit to his dad on the sideline, excuse my language and all, but what's the first thing that's in Ja Morant's mind? Well, let me leave the bench. If I'm on the bench, let me go see what's going on with my pops. Or if you're on the court, let me get the hell off this game and see what's going on with my pops. You got to be, like Rob said, you have to be a leader of this team. If you're looked at in Memphis right now as the franchise leader, just like that. Luka Doncic is with the Dallas Mavericks. You got Devin Booker with the Phoenix Suns. You got to be looked
Tatum
at like
with the Celtics. You have
exactly.
to
You have to look at those. I understand you're still young and you're still early in your career and stuff, but you need to change your ways now if you're looking to win a championship for the city of Memphis and even for yourself. Because if you don't, Memphis is going to look at you as a waste of talent and a waste of space on their roster.
Yeah. And I have to give LeBron a shout out. I haven't been online. I've done a show where I've given this man his just due. But to piggyback off what Frankie said, that's what makes LeBron so great. It's more than just being the all-time leading scorer in NBA history. It's more than just, winning the 4 championships or going to the final 10 times. That doesn't happen unless LeBron realizes real quick that I have to be a leader in this organization. That's how you take a bunch of bums to the finals in 2007. That's like LeBron James came into the league as an 18-year-old kid already acting like a man. And that's something you don't see from these kids today. So shout out to you, LeBron, NBA all-time leading scorer, a guy who was considered a pass-first player, a guy who's been the guy on his team for 20 years and overachieved all expectations from day one as an 18-year-old kid fresh out of high school. LeBron James, man, shout out to you. Hey, the GOAT conversation, that's for a different day, but today is your day, and we want to just
but you got to go even a little bit deeper than that, man, because look, LeBron didn't learn to be a man like that on his own. You don't just come out getting. He got taught to be like that. I had to put some of that on his parents. Obviously, his parents did a good job raising him,
and
showing him the right
things.
Remember,
if you watch the LeBron James documentary, he grew up and was over his coach's house a lot. One of his best.
So that's what I'm saying.
Fathers.
Somebody came into his life, and they put some investment into LeBron.
Because if you know about LeBron James' history, he didn't grow up with a father. He only had his mother in his life. So his coach in high school growing up obviously had to be like Robin and what Jay's saying. He had, or poor Jamal, so I just seen that.
Poor Jamal.
But as they're saying, that high school coach had to be looked at as a father figure for LeBron James getting ready into the NBA. Because at that time back then, I think LeBron James to us was the last player we've seen get drafted straight out of high school.
Yeah.
No other player has been getting drafted out of high school, and for that to happen, I mean, obviously he had to be taught real early by a coach as a father figure to get ready for the NBA.
And that's the thing, man. When you look at like all this stuff that T. Morant is doing, right now, you can just clearly see that Morant probably didn't have that good solid person to look at growing up. You know what I mean? Because if you're a solid, quality person, you're not doing that kind of stuff on the sideline. You're going to sit there, you're going to watch your son, you're going to root for your son, you're going to be a positive influence for your son and the team and a good example to follow. And T. Morant is doing none of that.
Yeah, I don't want to blame that on T. Morant.
No, it's all on T. Morant. Because look, it's straight on T, man. Look, at the end of the day, you got to be a grown ass man and be an example for your son. You do. That's what you do.
Yeah, I think you can put some on that, but you can't put it all on T.
You can't put it all on T because
watch this. You have a conscious choice to engage with players or to engage with Shannon Sharpe and make a spectacle. I'm sorry, you do. That's on you. Nobody told T. Morant to go make a commotion.
Now,
T. Morant
I agree with that. But what I'm saying is with Ja,
no, I'm not.
As a grown man, he has to make his own decisions as well.
No, what I'm saying though is if T is doing that kind of stuff at the game, that means he was not a good influence on T probably going up. Or on John Morant growing up. So, yeah, you do put it on John because John Morant is still an adult. But he didn't have – I don't think he had a solid upbringing. If this is the kind of behavior that T. Morant was doing at the game.
I can't say that, Jay, because John made it. John made it.
Hell, man, lots of people can make it.
I think his parents had a lot to do with him making it. They kept him focused. They kept him in the game. I think right now with T. Morant, all you seeing is a father who's enjoying the fruits of his son's labor. He's enjoying himself. His son is rich. He get to sit at the front row next to the young Dolphs. May he rest in peace. Next to the Moneybag Yo's and the Yo Gotti.
So what are you saying? That his behavior
I'm saying right now, he's behavior. No, he's acting out of pocket right now. But I don't think T.
Well, you know what they say. Present behavior is a past prediction of past behavior. You don't just all of a sudden.
Not when you drunk, Jay. Not when you drunk. We can all.
Okay, so he wasn't drunk when Ja was growing up and showing him the bad ways to do things. Look, don't learn this stuff some kind of way.
So. Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not gonna go that far, Jay.
I'm not blaming it all on him, but I am putting a good portion of it on him. I am putting a good portion of it. I mean, I'm sorry.
I'm looking at it like this, Jay. If Ja was somewhere really in the hood and not maximizing his potential, then yeah, you can say something like that. But the fact that Ja maximized his potential, the fact that Ja is a millionaire, the fact that Ja is able to do what he want to do as an adult because this foundation was set as a kid. You can't look at all the bad and forget the good, Jay. Ja has made it, Jay.
I'm not saying that a kid has talent and people saw his talent, showcased his talent, and then blew him up. Hey, look, stuff can happen like that. Hey, look, the kid went to high school, they saw him play, the scouts saw him, they put him in top. I get all that. But look, the guy's got a freaking good role model.
Jay, I played with basketball players, Jay, that could play in the NBA right now, but they had no example and no foundation, and they let those skills wander, bro. I know a lot of basketball. You can come to Chicago, you can see a court full of them. Like, dude, why you not in the league, bro? Everybody don't make it to the league, Jay. That don't just happen because you're talented, Jay. You have to have a solid foundation to get that far in life. That's why I'm saying you can't talk about that bad about that.
Pointing red lasers. How far has he gotten?
Hey, Jay,
he's a starting point guard in the NBA. That's far enough. He's a starting point guard in the NBA who's literally at a max deal right now.
Hey, something I learned. My daddy taught me. He said, "Jay, sometimes you just got to agree to disagree." This is one of the things we got to agree to disagree because I don't. From what I've seen from T. Morant, I'm not been. I can see why Ja is where he's at.
Jay, shut your mouth and let the host talk.
You shut your freaking mouth. I'll come over there and plug it.
Hey, how many years has Morant been in the league? 3, 4?
4 years.
This is the first year that his dad has really gotten in trouble on the sidelines, right?
Yeah, his dad just enjoying himself, man.
No, this is the second time.
Now, I'm not saying that.
Second time this year.
Okay, but what about the other 3 years that Ja's been in the league? He hasn't been causing trouble?
He was quiet and chilling.
He ain't quiet and chilling now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Just because he's done that now, you can't say he's done that his whole life.
Well, again, hey, look, watch this. You ask me what I see, right? Hey, you only know what you know about. Hey, you only know what you know about. You don't know everything else behind the scenes. Hey, look, I just look at what you do on the court. I'm sorry. If you put yourself in a bad light, you put yourself in a bad light. I'm looking at what you do on the court. And right now what I see doing on the court is beating up people, causing issues,
two incidents that happened in 1 year. 2 incidents over a 4-year period. That's over a 4-year period that you're taking them 2 incidents.
Damn right I am, because there's 2 incidents
like that his whole life. That's wrong. That's wrong.
Not necessarily. You
guys gotta understand. Whatever Jay says or do is always right. Like until you guys
nobody's saying that. Hey, look, $150 steaks. All right, nobody's saying that.
Listen, I'm $150 steaks.
You can't tell me the way I see it is wrong either. I mean, it's my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion.
That'd be like somebody taking two mistakes that you made and saying that defined your whole life. That's not.
I'm not saying it defines the whole life, but it does give you an insight on how he thinks and what he does.
He did make 2 mistakes in his life, Chris. He became an Astro and a Rockets fan.
Oh, really? Hey, look, from somebody who has no loyalty but lives in New York, and you got 3 different teams all over the place, there's no loyalty within you, Frankie. You have no loyalty, so don't come at that with me. I'm not Evan Burrell. Okay, I ain't got no $150 stakes. I got spam 225.
You so upset. I do have loyalty. What do you mean? I have loyalty to the teams I loved watching and growing up.
Yeah.
I have loyalty to the teams I grew up watching and loving. All right. I spent literally over 10 years, Jay, 10 years of not seeing a World Series on my team, and yet I'm still faithful to them. I spent 10 years not seeing a championship on the Lakers and 6 years of not seeing the playoffs.
Oh, I spent 25 years without a Super Bowl. Hey, listen. The last time I saw a Dallas Cowboys Super Bowl, you weren't even alive. So don't tell me about that. I know all about that.
At least you saw it in the 90s. Bears ain't won since 86. Yeah.
First of all, I was alive, Jay. And if you want to watch them win a Super Bowl again, go pull out that VCR you recorded it on.
I don't even know if I even had it on a VCR, but I don't even know if. Yeah, I think we had VCR. No, I think it was beta back then. I don't know.
You definitely had a VCR. Shut up.
I had an 8 miller tape reel, man. Hey, look, Dad had to wind it around and around. It was crazy. It was some crazy shit. And I had to explain to all the neighbors, man, that my dad wasn't crazy, but whatever.
Something wrong with you, Jay.
Man, there's a lot wrong with me. Do you got time to listen?
Who do you guys think won the trade deadline?
I gotta go with Phoenix right now.
I'm going with Dallas.
I'm going with
Dallas. I think, like I said, I just think they gave way too much up on a hope and a prayer.
Who did they give up, Jay?
No, I'm talking more specifically on the picks. They gave up a lot of picks.
But here's the thing,
bro. You can have 4 players come from college, and neither one of them players will ever do what Kevin Durant does.
Well, you're right. I mean, they actually probably get on the court. We haven't seen Durant on the court a whole lot here lately, though.
Dude, he's out from an injury or somebody falling.
Of course he's out from an injury. The dude's always out from an injury. Fault? Dude, Durant's middle name is Injury.
That wasn't his
fault.
Durant,
did you just say he fell on an injury from somebody falling on his ankle?
No, I think so. No, I said maybe I did say it. But he got an injury from somebody falling on his ankle.
Hey, that guy's way too injury prone.
Jay, I think you getting KD confused with AD.
No, KD's always hurt. What are you talking about? He's hurt right now for ground. He was been hurt.
Yeah.
Now KD is talented. Hey, nobody's saying the man's not talented. But you know what? If your talent's not on the court, it don't damn matter.
Hey, you right about that. The best ability is availability. It's
availability, man. Look, nobody's going. I mean, we all know how good Kevin Durant is, right? I mean, come on. If he wasn't good, they would be giving up 4 picks for him. I'm just saying the downside is more than the upside.
I don't think so.
I tell you right now, Jay. If the Phoenix owner previously was still owner, the Phoenix Suns would not be getting Kevin Durant. Because that last owner would not be giving up 4 first-round picks for Kevin Durant. I know that for a fact. The only reason he went to Phoenix and they gave up those first 4-round picks is because this new owner wanted to make a splash and he didn't know how to do it, and this is the only way he knew how to do it. This new Phoenix Suns owner literally just made it to where if the Suns do not win a championship, they're going to be a bust, and the city of Phoenix is going to come after him.
Yeah, the city of Phoenix has had it rough, man. I mean, Barkley's gone. I mean, Kevin Johnson. I mean, how many stars have gone? I mean, look at all the stars that have gone through Phoenix, and they still haven't gotten a damn thing other than
the last ring they got was a head coach named Mike D'Antoni, a point guard named Steve Nash, with a big man named Amari Stoudemire.
Yeah.
They never seen something like that again.
I don't know. I'm just saying, hey, when the new owner came in, he definitely made his mark, and I hope for his sake that mark pans out. But that's a whole lot. That's a whole lot of what if. And if that what if don't pan out, you're going to look like a turkey.
Listen, you want my thoughts on who I think won the NBA trade deadline? Is going to be the Utah Jazz.
No, we don't want your thoughts.
It's going to be the Utah Jazz. I think the Utah Jazz won the trade deadline. They didn't, get any big name players, but they did stack on 15 first-round draft picks from now till 2029. So, and they're still a good-looking team without Donovan Mitchell and without Rudy Gobert. They're still a good team this year, and they're still currently in the playoff picture. So for them to do what they're doing right now and then also stack up on 15 first-round draft picks until 2029, their future is looking bright. To where the Phoenix Suns, yes, they got KD, but let's be realistic. How much longer does KD have in this league? How much longer does Chris Paul have in this league?
That's true. I mean, there's a very limited time, and I'll tell you,
not long, but they got enough time together to win like 3 or 4 rings.
Hey, well, hell, come on now. Let's not get crazy there. Let's not get crazy there. I don't think they're getting 3 or 4 rings.
Hey, if Devin Booker realizes his potential and Kevin Durant is available, that's going to be a 1-2 punch regardless.
Man, he might as well just name this the decade of what if.
It is what if. Everything is
what I'm
what
saying.
If
your team is what if, man, damn, we're already screwed.
Listen, I'll tell you right now. If the Phoenix Suns win,
be screwed on. What if you don't get Alibaba or whatever his name is, Wembenyama?
He said
Alibaba.
Wembenyama. Hey, but you know what I said too, though. Hey, listen, I still believe this, and you can make the same argument, obviously, that Ishbia did with the Suns. You can't win what you don't put in the middle. So
I think if the Phoenix Suns don't
hey, I'm just saying, hey, just like the Rockets tanking, I say they're tanking. They probably are trying, but they just suck too bad. But with the Rockets being dead last and putting all their hopes on getting Wembanyama, yeah, I mean it's gonna be either hit or miss, and if it's a hit, great. Same thing with Phoenix, man. I mean, hopefully you get it, but I'm just saying there's a lot out there. And even Rob, even you said it, man. But Golden State, hell, and don't look past Denver. I mean, Denver's doing good things. I mean, it's gonna be a tough West.
Rob, I understand what you're saying, that they can win 2 or 3 championships and stuff with this. I think that's not going to happen, and the only reason I think it won't happen is because I feel like once Chris Paul gets a taste and gets that 1 ring. I feel like he's going to hang it up and call it a career, because literally Chris Paul he has nothing left to prove. He's up there on the record books. He's not number 1 on a lot of things, but he's up there on record books when you look at top 5 in many categories.
Why would he hang around when he gets the ring? Why would he?
Exactly. That's why. And once Chris Paul leaves the Phoenix Suns, that's when it's done, because they're not going to have that true number 1 leading them. Devin Booker.
Even if he stuck around, once he gets that 1 ring, that hunger and that fire, because he is older,
it dies down. It dies down.
It does. It dies down. I think it dies down. He's not as ferocious or whatever he's trying to be. I mean,
because there's nothing more for him to prove. Because the only reason he's still going hard at the age that he's at and the limit that he's got is because he's looking to get that 1 ring on his finger. He knows deep down inside, and we all know, let's not be biased here, but we know deep down inside this man should have had at least 1 or 2 rings right now with Kobe Bryant if the NBA never snubbed him from going to the Lakers. Just saying that right now. The NBA snubbed him from winning a ring. He had a chance 2 years ago, 3 years ago with the Phoenix Suns, but that was when DeAndre Ayton was on his mental shit with Phoenix, since he didn't get his big payday and he wanted to be a little, excuse my language, be a little bitch and not play the way he's supposed to be playing. So once he gets that ring on his finger, Chris Paul, he's gonna call it retired. There's no other choice for him. I mean, there's other choices, but there's nothing for him to prove in the NBA anymore.
Well, and let's be honest, the best way to leave any sport is with the ring on your shoulder, on your hand. To go out winning a ring. I mean, come on, there's no better way to leave a sport than to go out winning a ring.
Yeah, that's always the best. You don't want to end up like Tom Brady and losing to the Cowboys on your last game.
Yeah.
Literally. I mean, come on,
Tom
Brady. And I agree with Jay. I agree with Jay all the time. Like every year since he won in Super Bowl 55 with the Bucs, his very first time. I agreed with Jay. I mean, I can sometimes be biased because I'm a huge Tom Brady fan, but I'm also a sports guy, and I agree with what Jay said. He should have retired after Super Bowl 55 and left with a ring, just like Peyton Manning did. And stuff like that.
The day he was tossing that trophy back and forth between the boats, that's when he just rode off into the sunset.
You're getting carried off by your teammates because you're drunk as hell off tequila. Like, that's the best way to go out on retirement. This is the best way. But now instead, you want to call want to say you want to retire, and now you got it in your head, damn, the last team I've ever lost to was the Dallas Cowboys. Really? I'm not trying to say your team. Well, I do say
the Dallas Cowboys. It's just when you leave a sport with a loss, that's just
especially the way your last loss was. That wasn't a good loss against the Dallas Cowboys. You guys literally shitted on Tom Brady in the Bucs.
Yeah,
like that was not a good loss.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it was sad to watch. I mean, I'm not a Brady, whatever, because he didn't play for my team, but I respect Brady for what he is or who he is. But yeah, God, that was a rough day for him. But hey, he still got 7 rings, so I'm sure he'll cry about it.
You made that sound like you always wanted Brady to play for your teams. Like, man, I never liked Brady.
Well, I mean, no, because look, if you're not a Cowboy, I don't like you, but I can respect what you've done in the game, right? I mean, and let's be honest, if he wanted to come play for the Cowboys, I'm not gonna say no. Why would anybody say no to that?
That's messed up, Jay. That's messed up. You don't like nobody that doesn't play for the Cowboys? Like, you don't have a favorite player outside the Cowboys? That's kind of messed up, bro.
Hey, listen, I'm not like you and Rob, but y'all be all over the place willy-nilly just because one dude.
We're not all over the place.
It's not all over the place. I just like what I like.
Loyalists.
You all over the place. You like the Houston Astros, the Houston Rockets, the Dallas Cowboys. Dude.
That's the only time I leave outside of Houston for the Cowboys. And Rob, you can't put that on me. I liked the Star back in '76, and I stuck with it. So don't you come at me with that.
Damn.
God, I'm coming at you with that.
Damn. I mean,
if you're gonna come at it, you better have a shot glass in your hand.
I'm a diehard Patriot fan. You guys all know my team, but I would never rep another team. But there's players that I like where I look at them and I go, damn, I wish he was a Patriot. He's a really good player. I really wish he was on the Patriots. Like Josh Allen, I like Josh Allen. Josh Allen is a great quarterback. I just can't like him because he plays for the Buffalo Bills.
I got my favorite teams, which is all Chicago teams, and then I got favorite players. And I got favorite players. I've never been a Bucs fan.
You're a Bucs fan.
Well, I'm not a Bucs fan.
You celebrated.
Do I like Giannis? I never celebrated when the Bucs. Only time y'all ever.
I'm not even talking about the Bucs in Milwaukee. I'm talking about the Bucs in Tampa.
I'm a Tom Brady fan, dude.
Hey, look. Hey, watch this. Guess what, Frank? I am a Michael Jordan fan, but I never bought Chicago gear.
When Tom Brady was with New England, I was celebrating when New England won.
Well, I didn't know you then.
And he was winning me money.
I didn't know you then, so fuck off.
I love Tom Brady, boy. I won a lot of money because of Tom Brady, especially that Atlanta.
Let me ask you this. Tom Brady retired. Are you just a Bears fan now?
Yeah, I don't have a favorite player right now, as of yet. I'm starting to look towards Joe Burrow.
Jay does. Jay loved the hell out of Daniel Jones.
Oh, Lord.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm looking towards Joe Burrow as my new favorite player, him or Mahomes. But
hey, listen, if that's the case, you got a great deep affection for Tyler Huntley.
What's wrong with Tyler Huntley?
Exactly.
And in the NBA, it used to always be Kobe Bryant was my favorite player. And when Kobe officially retired, Steph Curry became my favorite player. I don't have 2 or 3 favorite players. I only got 1.
Sorry. I mean, I understand where you're coming from. I just can't wear another city's jersey.
I would wear another city jersey with that player's name on the back of it.
I understand. No, that's what I'm saying. I get where you're coming from. I just I can't do it. I'm a loyal person.
It ain't like Golden State the reason why the Bulls ain't won. It's the Bulls' fault.
Oh, well, of course. I get that. Yeah.
As long as we have our team ownership, we will never win.
That's the way I feel about the Cowboys. As long as I got Jerry Jones, I even said that in my State of the Union. As long as I got Jerry Jones, the State of the Union will always be the same. It's like I even equated it to Punxsutawney Phil. That dude came out, Jerry Jones, and rushed his ass back in the tree. Said, fuck it, it's gonna be another 10 years of bullshit.
Lord Jesus!
And then when they signed Dak to 10-year contract, I said, "Yep, it's 10 years of bullshit."
Bullshit.
Let's see. So I'll be about 60 years old, still praying for a championship. But you know what? Hey, that's what you do. Oh, God, my life.
That's how I feel being a Chicago sports fan. It's tough.
It is
tough.
It's okay. You know what though? Now that New England doesn't have Tom Brady, though, I think Frankie's going to experience some of the pain for a while.
So will Chris.
Yeah. Oh man. Anytime you got Jeff Saturday as your coach and they don't know which way they're going, yeah, you in some pain.
Hey, we should call this.
Man, maybe we should call this the Afternoon Pain Network.
I'm telling you,
what's gonna be so funny is when Bill Belichick ends up winning another Super Bowl with Mac Jones right before the Dallas Cowboys even try to make it to another Super Bowl, and then Jay's gonna come out and be so pissed.
You know, I'm just trying to tell you, I don't think they're gonna get that, but that's okay. Keep on believing what you believe.
You keep thinking that.
I'm not that I'm thinking.
Man,
I mean, I'm just saying.
Who would you?
I just noticed that hoodie, bro.
Who would you rather have at quarterback, Mac Jones or Dak Prescott?
I mean, the Michael Jordan NBA All-Star hoodie with the 75 diamond on it. That joint look hard.
Hey, look, honestly, Mac Jones, Dak Prescott, it's almost like a lateral move in some ways because I don't think Mac Jones is the guy. I'm not a believer in Mac Jones. I think he's a decent quarterback. Don't get me wrong, Frank. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm not trying to, downgrade your team or anything like that. But I just don't think Mac Jones is that. When I see Mac Jones, I think Trent Dilfer, Trent Green, whatever. I don't think anything.
Well, you know what, Jay? I don't think that's fair to give that assessment because you haven't seen Mac Jones with no real receivers either.
Yeah, time will tell. Hopefully, maybe they go through the draft or free agency. Well, I don't know, man.
If I'm willing to give Justin Fields a reprieve, if I'm willing to give Justin Fields a reprieve for not having help, I'm going to give Mac Jones that same reprieve.
But you know what though? But hey, more than the receiver, the problem with the Patriots, especially last year, was they didn't have no damn offensive coordinator.
Hey, Rob,
I heard them more than not having a receiver.
There's rumors that the Bears might trade Justin Fields to the Colts.
And if they do that, Chris, I will be officially done with the Chicago Bears. If the Bears even contemplate trading Justin Fields,
I've been hearing more reports about that since last night.
Guess what? They will lose a Bears fan in me.
Truth be known, man. Hey, if they did want to trade that, let's say for a first-round draft pick, they got the Colts' first-round draft pick, then they would have the first and the third, and that might be a nice situation because then you could draft Stroud or Bryce Young.
Dude, I'm not putting no stock in them, and I already got Justin Fields.
And you could get a number 3 pick, and you have your plethora of who you want to pick.
This guy just broke the single season. What he did? The single season rushing from a quarterback, or almost.
Oh no! Trust me. I get you. Bro. I get you. But
not to mention he was running for his life. He wasn't just rushing to break the record. He was running because he was scared.
I'd rather have Fields. I'd rather have Fields than younger Stroud.
I'd rather have Justin Fields. I'm sorry. I know what Justin Fields is capable of, and I just want to give him some help.
Well, you know what he's capable of on the ground, but how?
I know what he's capable of with his arm. He made some spectacular things happen with a team full of number 2 and number 3 receivers.
Well, you know what? Hey, listen, I remember another guy named Joe Burrow that came out, and he didn't have a good offensive line out there.
Yeah, but Joe Burrow had Jamar Chase, the Tyler Boyd, and T. Higgins. Jay, stop with these BS comparisons, dude. This dude had a 3-headed monster at receiver, and you want to say he had a hard damn time.
Hold on. What I'm saying is,
Come on,
if you let me explain, you son of a bitch.
I mean, poor Jamal, you better than that.
No, what I'm trying to tell you is, I'm not saying again. I just said he's got a 3-headed. I said the same thing. That's not my point. My point is, even with a shitty offensive line, he's still able to get the ball to the receiver.
Yeah, but Joe Burrow's like
that's because
top
he got
3 in the league.
That can get
top 3 in the league.
Oh no. Now you're trying to downplay. I'm talking about in his rookie season. Come on.
Even his rookie season, Jamar Chase had arrived.
Rookie season got hurt. He played like 5 games.
That's all right. He still played 5 games and he did okay. Until he got hurt.
Oh God!
What?
Y'all pray for Jay. Hey, but I gotta go to a Zoom meeting.
Look, my point is, look, both of those guys. The point I was trying to make was both of those teams have terrible offensive lines. They both have bad offensive lines. And still, but again, he's great on his feet. I just need to see more in the air.
Hey, Jay, that was a
you
bad
can still pass the ball.
I just want you to know that before I leave. That was very bad.
I can't believe you just said 5 games make him.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, what's up, Chris?
Hey, we're doing a watch along for the UFC fight Saturday night.
Okay, if I'm available, I'll jump on. Who fighting?
Evan Burrow and Frankie.
Islam Makhachev.
Hey, they call it
the main event.
Hey, they said it's the battle of the steaks.
My steaks are more expensive.
Hold on, y'all. What you say, Chris?
It's Makhachev against Volkanovski is the main event. Champ versus champ.
Oh, so winner take all?
Yeah, it's the featherweight champ against the lightweight champ.
That's Saturday.
Look, if I don't catch that one, we definitely got to do a watch along with Tyson Fury go against Usyk.
Oh, hell yeah. How do we not do? I mean, we got to do a watch along for that one.
We got to do that one.
Fuck out of here! What are you guys talking about? We got to do a watch along for Sami Zayn versus the Tribal Chief.
Oh, elimination chamber. Hell yeah!
Gotta go ahead and talk about UFC like it's real.
All right, y'all. Peace out.
All right, who got in the Super Bowl, Jay?
Yeah, so we got the Eagles Chiefs. I'm going Eagles on this one, man. I'm going Eagles on it.
Yeah. You know what's so funny is Jay picks the Eagles and Tony finds out and Tony calls him a fake Cowboys fan for picking the Eagles. I laugh at that every time.
You said what?
Tony found out that you picked the Eagles. He called you a fake Cowboys fan.
He said I was a fake Cowboys fan?
Yeah, because you picked the Eagles to win the Super Bowl. He's like no Cowboy fan will want the Eagles to win the Super Bowl.
No, that's you know what? Hey, look, man. Sometimes people that are like 4'11", they think like that because there's not a lot of oxygen. There's not a lot of look, when you get down around the 5 foot or below, there's not a lot of oxygen in that area.
I'm not talking about
their brain pattern.
Yeah, I'm not talking about Chris's pops, Tony.
What other Tony is there?
In the chat.
You're talking about Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, Jeffrey Dahmer, Tony.
Oh, you tell Jeffrey Dahmer, that he could suck a big one.
He was ready to go off on your dad, Chris.
Well, hey, look, typically that's the Tony that we talk about. I don't typically bring up Jeffrey Dahmer, but
he done went to 4'11".
He brought his height into this. That's messed up.
Well, that's the only Tony that I associate with. Is really, I mean, I don't want to associate with Jeffrey Dahmer because I'm not even in a chat group. Well, I am now, but yeah.
You're back in the chat group. How long is that gonna last?
I don't know, man. So far, I've been pretty quiet and tame and just enjoying Evan Burrows stuff. So I should be all right. Jay Ness don't like me, so I don't really talk too much because I don't really hear Jay Ness's fucking bullshit. No offense. I'm sorry. I'm just, how it is, man.
You cannot say that and then go out saying I'm sorry. You really meant what you said. Don't come out and come saying I'm sorry. Like, no, you meant that because if you didn't mean that shit, you would have said it in the first place, Jay.
I just said Jay Ness don't like me, so I don't really talk on there too much.
I'll get in there and read some of the stuff in the chat group. I don't post on there very, very often. Every now and then I will.
Yeah, I learned my lesson a while back, man. It's less stress and drama in your life if you just don't chat. And then you watch other people go at it, and I just break out the popcorn and watch.
I remember the last time Chris messaged on there is when I said, fuck the Pacers when the Lakers won by 1. And Chris replied with the best answer anyone can ever say, LOL. And then left. And then he left. Never paid attention again. That's the best way to get through the chat.
I woke up this morning. There was like 92 messages in the unscripted chat.
Yeah, man. Like, damn, dude. Those things will just pop off.
Last night. And then I got all those
and I don't even know how to type that fast.
No, I was almost late. I was almost late leaving leaving this morning to go pick my son up because I was reading all the messages in the chat group.
Did you read them though? Did you see everything that was talked about?
Yeah. All
right, we're not gonna talk about it here because I don't want to, get fired.
AP said he's just coming back. How everybody feel about the NFL honors from last night? I think the awards went pretty much like I thought they would.
We thought they were going to go. I mean, there wasn't no surprises really.
I really didn't watch it. I thought it was supposed to be Saturday, honestly.
Yeah, I thought it was Saturday too, and then heard it on the radio like 20 minutes before it was going to start that it was last night. And I was like, shit, I thought that was Saturday.
I was just digging Kelly Carson's dress, man. She had that nice little Cowboys dress on. It was pretty cool.
Oh my god!
Always back to the Cowboys.
No, but that's what she was wearing. I'm just saying, I like her dress.
You literally could have just said I liked her dress. Like nobody here cared about it being a Cowboys dress or anything. You could have just said I like Kelly Clarkson's dress last night.
Well, you didn't see it, so I was just giving you.
I don't. So what?
McAfee has fucking Brett Michaels on his show right now.
Does he really?
Yeah, Brett Michaels just walked out.
That's the shit.
Oh wow.
Good shit, Pat McAfee. Good shit. That's a good interview.
He had Seth Rollins on. He had Seth Rollins on there Wednesday. Seth Rollins.
Yeah, man. I was on Instagram the other day. Seth Rollins was live, doing this little thing how WWE superstars do it, and I always watch these superstars on Instagram. I'm always watching their lives and shit. I'm always throwing questions out there, and he was answering some questions, and I went and I threw out, can we get a Logan Paul versus Becky Lynch at WrestleMania? Because there's about to be I think Logan Paul and Seth Rollins, I think they're going with that angle for WrestleMania right now. And I think I went and I said, can we get that match? Seth Rollins read my question and he was like, he's like, that WrestleMania. He goes, that will be the man versus the boy. Becky Lynch will just destroy Logan Paul. And then you can hear Becky Lynch in the background saying, the boy's not ready for the man.
I thought it was. Hey, what y'all think about? I just said something on there where it was an interesting stat where it said Tom Brady, it took him 11 seasons to get 2 Super Bowls, 2 MVPs, and Mahomes has the opportunity, if he wins the Super Bowl, to get it in 6.
It took Tom Brady how long?
11 seasons.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, that's what it took to have two Super Bowls and 2 MVPs. In
11 seasons, Tom Brady had 3 Super Bowls, and he was a 3-time MVP player.
No, tell ESPN that. But they just put the graphic up.
Well, apparently it must have been someone who's a diehard Chiefs fan.
I don't know. I'm just telling you. Tell ESPN that. I just caught the stat on ESPN. Don't get mad at me.
Yeah, are you sure it's ESPN? Are you sure? Oh, of course I'm going to get mad at you. You're the one freaking implying it and saying it.
I just said it was ESPN graphic.
Exactly. That's not even real. It's ESPN graphic. That's what it's called.
It was on This Just In on ESPN.
Max Kellerman show.
Is it? I think. Yeah. You're right. Mm-hmm. I don't watch Kellerman too much.
Max Kellerman. Come on. He's a big hater on Tom Brady.
Well, he might be.
He really is. He's a huge hater on Tom Brady. He's a Giants fan. Fucking hate Max Kellerman.
Yeah, apparently he must be a real big Mahomes fan, I guess, because he's throwing up a lot of Mahomes.
Prescott got man of the year.
I don't know why. I mean, honestly, I don't know why he would get man of the year, but
he got the Walter Payton Man of the Year award.
Oh, is that what it is? Is that the philanthropy or?
No, that's for community and stuff. When
community
you embrace
and stuff.
Yeah, you embrace yourself outside of the stadium and do so much for the community outside.
Yeah,
each team nominates a player, and then they pick, and then it comes down to one at the end.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, at least he's doing something. It's about the only thing.
Dak Prescott, he's been nominated for Walter Payton Man of the Year for like 3 years now. That's why he wasn't too focused on the field, Jay. He was too busy being an outside man for his community.
Yeah.
Jason, I don't care what the hell you do for the community. I want a fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah, you heard that? That's what that yeah stand for. He's like, yeah. Bring that talent.
But it's true though, man. Hey, look, he might do a lot for the community, but how about you do one for Cowboy Nation and get a damn Super Bowl? That'd be great.
Yeah, he has at least 10 more years to try from what they've been saying. So,
God, I hope not. And if he does got 10 more years, I don't think it's going to be on the Cowboys. I think Jerry Jones is going to move on sooner or later.
Yeah.
I'll say if he plays next year like he did this year, I could see them moving on from him because all of his guaranteed money would be off his contract, so they wouldn't have to eat a lot of money to get rid of him. So I think if he struggles again this year, he might be done in Dallas.
Yeah,
because they can get out of his they can get off him without causing a big cap hit because all of his guaranteed money will be off the books after this season.
Jay, what first round pick do you guys got? The 20th or something?
No, I wish it was 20. I think we're around 27. I think it is.
Damn.
Yeah, we're drafting way down.
Maybe you guys can trade away Ezekiel Elliott for a first round pick if anybody's that dumb enough to do it.
Well, I mean, my hope is that they are able to secure a cornerback. That Joey Porter Jr. would be nice, and I think they could get him around 27. So, I mean, that wouldn't be a bad pickup out of Penn State for them. So, but we'll see what happens. I know the Cowboys need an offensive lineman. They need a defensive lineman, wide receiver, and a cornerback. Those are the 4 spots they need to work on. So we'll see what happens. I would say secondary or wide receiver are probably the 2 most important ones, and then offensive lineman, and then defensive lineman would probably be the lowest of the priority. But yeah, we got issues. We got needs.
Yeah, you do got issues.
But I'm hoping maybe they take. I'm hoping maybe they can. When Keenan Allen gets released, I'm hoping they'll fill the wide receiver spot with either OBJ or Keenan Allen. More preferably Keenan Allen. I think he's a little bit more healthier. But
you really want Keenan Allen? I mean, he is a good receiver, but I don't think the Cowboys want to go old. They want to probably go young, right? Young, fast legs.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, if there's not a good enough receiver at the draft when they draft. They could always pick up, a wide receiver through free agency. You know what I'm saying? And then use it available at that point, or whatever that best available is.
Keenan Allen was on First Take yesterday, and he said he does want to retire in Minnesota Vikings. So I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up honestly retiring if Minnesota don't pick him up.
Oh, Keenan Allen says he wants to go play with Minnesota?
He said he wants to keep playing with Minnesota because, he's
you mean Adam Thielen?
You mean the Chargers?
Oh, Adam Thielen, yeah, Adam Thielen. No,
Adam Thielen.
Keenan Allen. I don't think Keenan Allen is gonna retire. My bad. I was talking about Adam Thielen yesterday. My bad. That's my fault.
Oh no, I was talking about Keenan Allen. But the Chargers released Keenan Allen.
No, yeah, that I knew. They're releasing him and they're releasing Everett from their tight end position.
Interesting.
But I don't think you guys will want Keenan Allen. He's too injury prone.
He is. Well, that's true. But the only other really free agent out there that's worth number 1 would be OBJ. If you think OBJ can stay healthy too, I mean, he has such a hard time with those. His knees are just so bad. He has a hard time staying healthy.
Worth the number 1. Worth the number 1. You wouldn't have to trade for OBJ.
No, that's my point. I'm saying they can address the wide receiver with OBJ if they wanted to do that, and then use best available for either a cornerback or whatever is best available for their other needs. Unless they felt like there was a good enough, wide receiver at that spot.
There will definitely be a wide receiver left in the late 20s. Trust me.
Oh, no,
a lot of people.
But will there be a wide receiver 1, like a good wide receiver 1?
But OBJ is not a wide receiver 1 anymore.
No. But I know what Jay's trying to say. What Jay's trying to say is, if a good wide receiver number 1 is left late in that draft pick at 27, go draft that wide receiver, but also bring in OBJ to fill in that number 3. So I understand what you're trying to say, Jay.
Yeah, do both. I agree. That'd be good. A good.
Chris, stay in your lane. Stay in your lane, Chris. Damn, worry about your coach and your quarterback situation. Don't be worrying about him.
Man, listen, the quarterback's the least of his worries. Just don't use an offensive lineman as your head coach with no coaching experience. Throw that back down there as an offensive lineman coach and go get your real coach.
It still could happen.
Hey, and again, Kafka's out there. There's still some guys out there that you can go grab.
Cliff Kingsbury is going. He looks like he's going to Houston.
I don't know
Kingsbury's
why.
going to
Why would
Houston
you want
as
Cliff
offensive
Kingsbury?
coordinator.
You know what?
But it's mind blowing to me because it's mind blowing because he said at the end of once the season ended that he wasn't taking any interviews and he didn't want to coach this year. That he was going on vacation.
And he went to Thailand.
All of a sudden you're coming back and you want to coach. Something must have happened over there. He must have seen something.
I saw that too with Deontay Banks. I've also seen mock drafts that had them taking Gibbs. I saw 2 that had them taking Gibbs. And I saw 1 that had them taking Bior Robinson, which I don't think he would even be available at that point. But God only knows what Jerry's going to draft. I mean, he did good last year. I'm not gonna get mad at him when he took Micah Parsons. Maybe he'll have a second good year of drafting, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not 100% sold on any of that.
You know Jerry Jones is going to fuck up your draft picks.
Well, he didn't do it last year. Last year he did okay. He did okay last year. But you know.
Have you guys seen the guy on Radio Road? It's dressed like Andy Reid.
No,
he's actually on one of the ASAP shows earlier with Darren.
He was with Darren Smith.
Yeah, he was on the ASAP with Darren earlier, but he's all in Chiefs gear. He looks like Andy Reid is talking like him and stuff. It's funnier than hell. He was just on. He just stopped by McAfee.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, Pat McAfee's on Radio Row right now.
Yeah.
Oh my
he's doing his show live from Arizona.
I swear, Jay. Sometimes, Jay, like I swear to God, Jay, I sometimes back you up, but then like the things you say just make me.
Sometimes, man.
But to go on Frankie's point, Adam Thielen did say that he would like to retire in Minnesota because he's from Minnesota, but he lives in Florida. And he said when he retires, he basically says he's going to try to play. He's going to playing every golf tournament he can and try to win them all. He's a big time golfer, so it sounds like he's going to try his hand in golf when he retires. He said he plays every day. He lives on a golf course.
Who's this?
Adam Thielen.
Yeah.
He was.
I mean, it seems like a lot of football players though do play golf. I mean, in basketball too. I've seen a lot of basketball players play golf.
They play golf and eat those $150 steaks.
Hey, listen.
With the mayor.
If you know the right golf courses, you will get a nice $150 steak. I know. I ate one time. I used to live when I lived out there in Wisconsin. I lived about maybe 20 minutes from Whistling Straits, and that's where they had a few Houston Opens or U.S. Opens, and they have they have good food out there. I'm telling you, man, they have good food. I can't play golf worth a lick, but man, but they have good food out there, though.
I like playing golf, but yeah, I was terrible at it.
Bro, you would not believe how hard Whistling Straits is, because Whistling Straits is not like flat land. There's a lot of hills in it. It's actually designed. It's a Jack Nicklaus design course, but it's designed to be like the Scottish hills, that the Scottish fairways and stuff out there. Yeah,
I watch a lot of when it's not football season. That's what I'm usually watching on Sunday is golf. I watch a lot of golf on Sunday, especially like the majors.
You're so old.
And NASCAR, some golf and some NASCAR. I watch NASCAR as well.
Well, get that golf off your TV, boy, because XFL is coming up right after football season.
Yep, I'll be watching XFL 18th.
Yeah, it's just that's
19th,
just
18th or 19th is the first game. Yeah, next week.
I think you're right. I think it is the 18th.
It's either 18th or 19th. It'll be next weekend.
Wow.
Elimination chambers next weekend. A lot of stuff still going to be going on after the Super Bowl. But you want
we got Daytona 500.
We're going to do it. We decided we are going to do a watch along for that, right? So for Elimination Chamber, I believe.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Frankie, who'd you have for the Super Bowl? I don't think we ever got to who you had for the Super Bowl.
Because nobody cares. Yeah. Frankie knows
that is true. I mean, apparently from some people, I'm not a likable guy, so I understand. But if you guys really care for my thoughts, then I'll have to say that I'm picking the Eagles to win this one, just because this is one of literally my longtime friend. It's
Dude,
a
that
team.
fucking ring is huge. Sorry.
No, see, you're a perfect example on why some people are right. Why I'm not a likable guy. You just don't pay attention to what I say. So fuck off, Chris.
Oh, yeah. I was paying attention to what you were saying, but that damn Super Bowl.
Sure, whatever. You know what? That's why.
Hey,
that's why I laugh
at least it's a New England Patriots Super Bowl ring that I was looking at.
Oh, was it? Which one was it? The 5th or the 6th one?
I'm not sure. It's Michael Lombardi has it on his hand.
What channel are you on? What show are you watching?
I'm watching Pat McAfee show on YouTube.
Oh, it's on YouTube. Damn, I don't have that.
It's probably our 6th one because that's our biggest ring.
Yeah, that thing is huge, man. It covers like from his knuckle all the way to basically your other knuckle.
Yeah, I got that ring too. But
you don't.
I got that ring also, Jay. I got all 6 of the rings. Stop it. But I'm gonna have to say I picked the Eagles on this one for one of my best friends. He's a real diehard Eagles fan, and I didn't go with them last time because obviously the last time they were in the Super Bowl they played my team. But this time they're not playing my team, so I get to finally, ride with him and enjoy it with him and stuff like that. And even if they lose, I get a way to laugh at him. So I'm gonna pick the Eagles on this one.
Yeah, man. I just think this. I don't know why, but I just feel that this is the Eagles.
I'm the only one. I'm going with the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
We don't care, Chris.
Yeah.
I know you don't care. I don't have those kind of connections.
Well,
yeah, you don't have connections. You don't get $150 steaks and talk with the mayor. Are you insane? You're a likable guy. You're not unlikable like me.
But he does have $300 post though.
$300 post.
Listen, I'm being real with you. If you go and you're watching us, I'm sorry. If you go and you buy $100 50 steak, you're the dumbest person on the world. Just saying that right now.
Yeah.
Straight up. But it is true though. There are steaks that cost quite a bit of money though, man. Believe me. And it's usually like a Wagyu that's dry aged for like however long. And I mean, there are some steaks that go for that much. I personally would not pay that much money for a steak.
That's stupid. You can go to the butcher and get a nice cut steak.
You're gonna pay $150. Pay $150 for that steak. You're gonna eat it, and then an hour later, you're gonna be hungry fucking again.
Exactly. It's exactly, Chris. Exactly. That's an all fat steak right there. All fatty steak.
Well, that's like saying, like, like if you go look at the cognacs, man, like people pay $5,000 for, 750 milliliters or a fifth of.
Are you really comparing $100? Are you really comparing alcohol to food right now?
No, I'm saying though that there is alcohol that's like for a fifth is like $5,000, and that's on the low end on Louis Trey, man. I mean, some stuff is just the point I'm making is some stuff is just incredibly expensive.
Ladies and gentlemen, it just goes to show that Jay McLovin is a full alcoholic.
Nah, whatever.
we still accept.
Hey, well, listen, I might be an alcoholic, but you're a weed head, so what's the difference?
Weed head is better.
I don't know, man. Hey, listen, one gets you.
Weed head is better. You can drive while getting high. You can't drive while drinking.
Yeah, no, you cannot drive when you're on
Yes,
weed.
you can. Yes, you can. In New York, it's legal. Just saying.
No, it's legal. Okay, well, alcohol is legal too, man, but doesn't mean you can drive and drink at the same time.
It's not exactly. It's not legal to drive and drink. You won't get in trouble if you smoke and drive. You're not gonna get a ticket or nothing.
Watch
like that.
this, Chris. You hear that? You won't get in trouble if you smoke and drive. So driving impaired is perfectly fine in the state of New York. Apparently, it's perfectly fine there.
Chris, tell me right now. Do you smoke and drive, sir?
Yeah.
No. Be specific, Chris. Do you smoke weed and drive?
He just said yes. He knows what the hell I'm talking about, Jay.
I knew what he was talking about. I don't drink and drive. No.
Just because all of us are able to eat, just because all of us are able to eat edibles and drive, you got to learn to smoke and drive sometimes, Jay.
Hey, listen, I'm not impairing myself and getting on the road with other people, man. That's just, to me, that's irresponsible. But I'm not going to put my views out there. I'm sorry. I apologize. But, yeah. Oh, don't do that.
But
you lying. You lying. The last time I was in Georgia, we went out to the bar and you drove us back home.
You weren't in Georgia, silly. Come on. But if you do come down to Georgia, I got a great designated driver. We can do whatever the hell we want. So I never understood that. I mean, hey, you can smoke, drink, do whatever. Just get an Uber or have a wife or have a friend or have somebody. I don't know. Fuck around.
Oh, if I'm gonna get fucked up like that, I always have somebody I always have a way home. I don't drive.
Yeah. Yes, sir. What a time. What a time, baby.
Let's go ahead and get the final thoughts. It's almost 3:00. Get ready to jump on my other show.
Frankie, you're going first.
Oh, making Frankie go first?
Yeah.
All right, no problem.
Oh, Frankie go first.
No problem. My final thoughts is everybody enjoy your weekend, your Super Bowl weekend. I hope, your picks that you picked for the Super Bowl ends up coming true. If you pick the Chiefs, I hope it doesn't come true. Also, for those of you whose basketball teams made some really good trades, get ready to enjoy the second half of the season because a lot is going to be different. Also, get ready for some baseball. Baseball's coming up. Pitchers and catchers are meeting. It's coming up in about 2 more weeks or another week. So we're getting ready for that as well.
5 days.
Elimination Chamber coming in soon also. Elimination Chamber, ladies and gentlemen. Watch along with us. Just like we did at the Royal Rumble. We're going to have a blast. It's going to be a ball. It's going to be a great time. Yeah. Other than that, you can catch us tomorrow on Unscripted. I'm going to let Jay handle on that one because he's more of our narrator guy on Unscripted. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna get out of here and get my $150 steak. I gotta make a call to the mayor real quick and see if we could cancel golf because it looks like it's gonna be a rainy one tonight. So we'll probably go tomorrow or something like that. And then I'm gonna go interview some important athletes apparently. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. And I'm gonna go get me some $2.50 spam and pretend it's $150 steak, and I'm gonna go talk to the local janitor outside and pretend it's the mayor, because those are the kind of connections I have. I'm not like certain people who can have those connections and eat those steaks and then tell everybody about it like it was we give a damn. But anywho. No, like Frankie said, man, catch Unscripted tomorrow night. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have a great conversation. It won't be tomorrow night. It's gonna be at 1:00. I apologize. Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, you're doing it at 1?
Yeah, we're gonna do. I think we're gonna switch over instead of 8:00. We're gonna start doing 1:00 now. It just makes it easier for a lot of other people to come on the show rather than late at night. So that's usually when Logan is free now. Frankie will be on, I'm sure. And it's just easier to do it at 1. So I think now, and I'm going to change that. It's going to be 7:00 Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then it's going to be 1:00 on Saturdays. That way we get a full accoutrement of people that can help me out on the show. But so catch us tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and check out what Frankie's doing with us on Twitter, man. He does a really good job with our Twitter at Unscripted Guys, all one word on Twitter. And what Logan is doing on TikTok, Unscripted Sports, all one word. And we appreciate you. Gonzo, man, love you, buddy.
The only thing I got, like Jay said, tomorrow, Unscripted at 1. And then tonight, GSR Gonzo Sports Room at 11. Join us for that. And also Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, we're doing a UFC 284 watch along. I'll put it in the Unscripted chat. If you guys want to jump on, you're more than welcome to jump on. We're gonna start at 8 o'clock for the prelims. Main card starts at 10. But Saturday night, of course, Super Bowl Sunday, so a big weekend in sports. There was something else. Oh, big interview. Pro wrestler Damian Michael Cole will be joining me Tuesday at 5 o'clock. He's
Michael Cole.
Well, no, not that Michael Cole. Damian Michael Cole.
Oh,
But I wish it was Michael Cole. That'd be awesome. But
hey, Frankie, he said not to be confused.
Oh shit.
He said not to be confused with Damian Hernandez, though.
No, he's a pro wrestler. He also run as a promoter, and he also runs a wrestling school.
Nice.
So, he's gonna come up. He's gonna come on and talk about all that, and then his promotion actually has a show next Saturday, same night as Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay.
But we usually go to his shows, but with me having back surgery on Wednesday, we're not going to go to the show next weekend. We're going to take next weekend off.
Yeah, I would imagine so after back surgery.
We're going to do Elimination Chamber because I can do that here at the house. But travel.
Yeah, there's no way after a back surgery you're going anywhere. That ain't happening.
No, probably not for a few days. But anyway, join us here in just a few minutes for Easy Money, a sports betting show. We'll give out our Super Bowl picks. We got some Super Bowl prop bets, and we'll give out picks for UFC 284 tomorrow night, NBA picks. Come join us for that here in just about 10, 15 minutes. And then, like I said, tonight, 11 o'clock, we'll have GSR Gonzo Sports Room. And then we'll be back with the ASAP Afternoon Blitz on Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Have a good weekend.
Mo Bamba!